Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. This is part 3 for today. Part 2 was an update that'll be available. That'll be already available by now, so bear with me. While I'm doing it, this is the third video recorded for today. I'm your host Brad and welcome to Bestestimes Reborn. It's 7:06 AM on Sunday, September the 22nd, 2024. We're walking down McGowan Drive. We go down the Esplanade, all that, towards the Dalrymple Bridge, and then go around and under. See how we go from there. I find something interesting. Let's check out the current temperature while we're at it. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't load. The Bureau Meteorology app. It says 13.6 degrees Celsius, feels like 14.1, 95% humidity. This is Rankin Street. So this is all in Innisfail, Queensland, Australia. So if you're driving around and you're going to go through like just on the highway and that, feel free to stop in, have a good look at Innisfail, check out Eddy Bay, check out Marillion Harbour. There's also Cornerstone Christian Bookstore if you're around during the day on Marillion Harbour Road. If you're into that, tell them Brad sent you. Don't know who that is. And that, or that I recommended. Yeah, don't forget Warrina Park, Flying Fish Point, the Esplanade down here. So many nice places to come, take photos, take video. Feel free to put any G-rated photos you take. Put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook, put the location and the date at least. Don't have to put the time, but date and location helps. Check out all the different places that are really nice around. Anyway, let's continue on. This is what the police station is. The second Jubilee Bridge, the newer one. The old one was a rickety old narrow bridge that was dangerous when you walk along the footpath part of it. The concrete slabs they had there, these blocks, I don't know, rectangle things, would make noises. You'd hear them moving. Yeah, it never felt safe. Never felt overly safe. So anyway, but yeah, definitely stop in and check out places. Like I've said in other videos, we've got super cheap auto, got a random exercise bike near the police station. There you go, a feeler exercise bike, Philo feeler. There's the beautiful picturesque Johnson River. But we've got decent shops like Repco, super cheap auto, Kmart, Woolworths and Coles, full-size Woolworths and Coles. Or one Woolworth. We got, got Subway, Domino's, Kmart, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, KFC. All these different places, BCF. Probably more that I've forgotten to mention. Harvey Norman. There's Cutter Court. So if you want to stop in and you need any of their services, feel free. Definitely stop in and see Innisfail, take heaps of photos, videos, all that around. Don't just see, oh, some of the buildings are dirty and just give it a bad review, the town. There's more to it than that. When a fair bit of the year it just rains, it makes it hard to clean a lot of these places. So definitely check out all the outer suburbs and things too. And there's some lovely places to have a look. Like I mentioned to some people that I knew were coming up this way to do YouTube videos and that. I really thought they'd stop and see the Art Deco stuff around town, but they didn't. They went to Eddy Bay to see a cassowary and that was it. And they were fascinated by seeing the cassowary, which is cool. They got to see the cassowary. It would have been nice if they'd have spent a bit more time here. They could have seen, what it was like. And it's a premier development site. It would be nice if they put another one of these high-rise buildings a bit nicer. A nicer, well looked after one. Because you look, this one here, next to the RSL, it's quite run down, sadly. There could be like a full-on destination for people to live there, like something to aspire to and that, but the way it's not looked after, we'll show it when we get up further. It just makes it very hard. Because you look at it now. Oh, I've done 3 kilometres today. That's all up from home. I usually get to about 11. Fitzgerald, Esplanade, Johnston River. There's the coffee club that used to be, if you're wondering. Yeah, we try not to show too many people for privacy. All that, so I don't show these people for too long. It's good to show people actually enjoying along here. Jack Fossey Park. Yeah, it's an absolutely stunning day. You can see out there where it's like not really cleaned and painted and all that. Sad because they were like, when they first put them in, it's like wow, yeah, first high-rise units and stuff in town, and you know, cost a lot of money just to live there and all that. I don't know what they're like on the inside. I'd love to see on the inside of one of them, at least, just to see what they're like. Out of interest, it's like the motel's open again. The old Robert Johnson, I don't know what they call it now. It's got a sign there, so we might mosey on over and get a quick photo of the sign with a video. There's no... Oh, the car park's on the side now, though they've done it. Because it's been pretty well closed down since Yassi, I think. Cyclone Yassi. That's in the corner of Grace Street and Fitzgerald Esplanade. So we'll mosey on up there just to show the signage, at least, while it's still there. It looked like they were doing that, getting it going again. Going by the fact that they put the things there, the steps and that in. I noticed that one other time when I come along. But anyway, I'm gonna cross over and have a quick look. It's the fire station there. Sort of creamy yellowy building there with the 2 chappies, 2 firemen. Imperial Tavern and such. Yeah, we'll see what they're calling this. Innisfail Riverfront Motel, there you go. That's what they're calling it now. There is people staying there, so it seems. It'd be nice if they put a bit of awning over the reception door thing, because when it rains, it's going to be, yeah, pretty horrible. Just get a quick bit of the sign. Oh, giving people's privacy, of course. 2 signs. There you go, so you can have a look. No vacancies. Oh, there you go. So I to put the key. The one that used to be the Robert Johnson, for those wondering. I know I said that before, but good to say it again. Anyway, we'll keep walking along the Fitzgerald Esplanade. You can see the signage there. I don't know how well it'll show up with the lighting. Probably show around like that. As well, well, it's Innisfail State College, but Innisfail College will do. Along there. Riverside Motel. Got a quick photo of the sign there. Always good to show. And we'll mosey on across. We easily show this side of the road. Okay, show the other side of the road. And it's a nicer footpath along there, so that's why I like, partly why I like to show it. Picturesque Johnston River in all its glory. Beautiful day. Best day to be coming down here and getting footage. while we can. Innisfail Seafood, Rain and Horn just here. This one with the orangey yellow signage with the "and" symbol. Yeah, Innisfail Seafood.
Hey, Brett. Mate, thanks for bringing that Walkies over the other day, eh? That was unreal.
I wish I could comment about what I was just hearing then. It was overly Australian. Yeah, how like when you Google overly Australian interview on YouTube and you see these Today Show interviews, Carl Stefanovic and all that, where they're just overly, they're crazily Australian. Well, what I just heard then sounded like that sort of thing. It wasn't an interview, of course, just two people talking. But that Australian accent they do. But anyway, so this is, yeah, wish they had this wider pathway all the way along. So well done. But there's a big gap here. I don't remember that ever being so big. So I would have noticed it. Mine looks so big on video. In person, alright. If you're walking along with crutches, you can get that stuck in there. If you don't realise. There's a couple of them here. Like the concrete separated a bit more than usual. One of these, any of these leaves are crunchy. No, they're too wet from dew and all that from this morning. So they're not crunchy. Crunchy or not crunchy? Oh, a few of them are, but nothing too much. Public toilets, I wouldn't use them too often unless you absolutely had to. Not the safest at times. Like, never use them at night. Like the King George Park ones, Anzac Park. Yeah, I wouldn't use them anytime. During the day, go to Hungry Jack's or go to KFC or go to Bunnings. If you're in that sort of area. Or Coles. Coles isn't great, their toilets, but they're better than the ones at Anzac Memorial Park. If you're down here, well, there's not much choice. If you can get up to the town library, that's a better way. Good place to go. Anyway, let's go along, right over the bridge, go down to the Dalrymple Esplanade. It's back down where we just came from, Fitzgerald Esplanade. It's Alice Street there. That'll take you out to Rankin Street. If you go over the hill, it'll take you down to Owen Street, Cook Council College and State School, all the way down, and you can continue all the way down to Warrina Lakes. You can go across Ernest Street and go down to Warrina Lakes that way, near the Warrina Village, as it's more known. But over here, there's the Innisfail Skate Park. The Innisfail Hospital, the dental part of the Innisfail Hospital, oral health services, no charge dental treatment. Through there, Building 3, dental pathology. The main entrance is around the back in Rankin Street, emergency and all that, if you're wondering where that is. So if you're walking down here, you can go around, keep going around, just follow this pathway around and end up at Rankin Street and go head back this sort of direction when you get to Rankin Street, and you'll see the main entrance. Basically opposite this on the other side. So they've fixed up the pothole here that people were complaining about forever. And it looks like they might have fixed it up properly. Because usually they don't last too long, they just fill them in and the next thing. Not so good again. Anyway, we're going to go along there and go along part of Dalrymple while we can. There's a Telstra public phone. You want to say payphone? Yeah, we'll go down and have a look at Campbell Street first. Or towards Campbell Street, that is, sorry. It's part of the Esplanade still. See if we can see what they're doing down there. Shouldn't be any workers down there now. Or we might put this into the update video as well. Put this on the end of the update video so people can see it. There's your tennis courts through there. We can see those lights. Change traffic conditions, detour. Yeah, they're doing up the storm drain. Last time I looked, wow. Yeah, the majority of it was all dug out. The road was gone in that spot. Huge. Hopefully there's a bit of an opening where I can see through like I could on the other side. I'm not walking all the way around and going down the other side. It's too much. It wears you out. Road closed ahead. There's a detour signage there. Hopefully it shows up. Yeah, we'll go down. Get a couple of photos while we're here, of course. That's what we do. Like I always say, if they turn out great, these photos, they'll end up on the end of the video. Can't always tell because of the lighting whether they'll turn out great or not. Be nice if they put a full footpath all the way down here. Make it a bit safer. Oh, it's partly open. I wonder, there might be workers there doing stuff, so it'll make it hard. I can't walk in there or anything, road closed. And that, but we can certainly stand near the barricade and have a look. Crikey. Must be a reason why that's open. There's probably someone there. There's a vehicle there, but that could be for the tennis courts. Huh. Sorry if the camera goes up high when I do the taking the photos, it tends to do that. Might be someone in there at the office there. Oh, there's a ute there. Makes it hard to show. But yeah, it's pretty wild what they're doing here. Pretty full on. Wild as in good, not wild as in wow. Not wild as in bad, you know. Yeah, I can't go in there, obviously, but I can zoom in. See the rowing club through there. Oh, we'll zoom in on this. It's only got 2 times zoom, but we'll see what we can show. Oh, sometimes it doesn't want to change to zoom. Yeah, it's about as best as we can show from here. If I remember, I'll insert a photo from last time I was on the other side. A couple of photos so you can see the full onness of it all. But yeah, this is right near the tennis courts. I'll show the tennis courts on the way past. There you go. There's workers there. There's where the tennis courts are and that. It's our District Tennis Association. And one of the tennis courts from the other side looked like it was completely gone. I mean, they basically ruined it with having the concrete stuff on there for a long time anyway, so there's that. There's where Coombs' cash store used to be, just up here. This pathway here, I'd love them to do up, put a whole new pathway in. It does flood through here. Even when there's just, standard rain. It's not easiest to walk through, and I'm sure children walk through there on the way home from school. Be nice to have a pathway up here that links up to this one. The one that goes all the way down to like Anthony Street and all that. Paul Street would be great. One down Campbell Street would be great too. Down to Brothers and that. In an ideal world, there'd be Nice pathways everywhere that are regularly cleaned, regularly looked after. Anyway, we'll go up here and go across the bridge. The hospital again over there, the newer part. Used to be Ward 7 and all that in that location. Remember there being a big brick wall up here with stairs that you'd go through to get up to Ward 7 from this side, near where that public phone is. I keep wanting to say payphone because that's what I've said for years, because it was, but now they're free to use Australia-wide to call numbers in Australia.
4 kilometers completed. Duration 54 minutes 13 seconds. 5,643 steps. Heart rate 126 beats per minute.
There's towards the Johnston River. See that there? All the light shining on it. Geraldton Bridge. When was this one built? I've read it so many times, but can't remember everything. It was opened in 1955. No, 1965, sorry. In 1965, pause to read. Don't get the sun out of the way, oh, it's hard. Show the whole thing. There we go. Pause to read. I've read it all out before as best as I could. It was opened 20th of November 1965. There you go. You do a little clean, a signage. Bit of like mouldy stuff on it. Anyway, we'll go along here, go across, show the beautiful Johnston River. A lot of people miss this stuff because they just see people's videos that have not much detail, and they miss out on knowing that all this stuff's here. These beautiful walking places and that are worth having a look. The tourists just drive through. It's not overly advertised, even by the tourism board in town. They don't really promote a lot of things. Not where I see anyway. I mean, there should be thousands of videos put up by the council of all these beautiful locations, or commission people like me to get out and do it, give them transport to places and all that. That would be great. If they can't get out, they don't have the time to get out themselves and do it. Yeah. Get people like me and Dockles to do it. Other people that get out and do videos locally and that. Take them to the different places, give them enough time to do it. Pay them a wage for it. And then, yeah, you can get all these beautiful locations. And it gives people a view from locals seeing it, you know, and not just highlights, actual proper view like I do. You can properly see. Okay, so there was talk of them, even the council said it on their Facebook page at one stage. Part of the revitalisation of over here was to do up the pathway through there. Nothing's been done of that. To link this to the Dalrymple Esplanade pathway properly and nicely. It's been a while since I've come over and gone down there, and they haven't done anything. That's sad. Because it's not really like accessible for people who have mobility issues to get around there. Maybe on a mobility scooter you could go all the way down the end of this, where the end of the railing and fencing that is, and turn around and go down, but I don't think it'd be the easiest thing for them. I'm going to do that because this is too steep for me with arthritis and all that. It's too steep for me to go down, so I've got to walk all the way down here. And that, so I might as well show it while I'm here. This is Flying Fish Point Road. If you follow this, you go left at the roundabout and like that, you can get out to the coconuts and Flying Fish Point. Beautiful places to visit. You don't just dismiss Innisfail because you don't hear much about it when you're driving through. Definitely drive around, have a look, check it out, video it, photos, all that stuff. Hashtag visit_Innisfail on photos. And you put them on social media and that. Feel free to put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Promote the town. And even locals who go to Coromine Beach and Eddy Bay and Flying Fish Point and Mission Beach and Cardwell and all these places. You know, I see them putting photos on other groups that don't really promote Innisfail, they're just gossip groups. Yet my group gets next to nothing apart from what I put on here. What I put on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook, which is a lot of photos. And regularly. More than once a week most of the time. So we'll go down here. Yeah, it's not the nicest to walk. There's your Innisfail SES, State Emergency Services. The disaster management place, which doesn't have a sign on there anymore. Not on the fence anyway, it's got it on the actual building. Cassowary Coast of Art. Disaster management, public something. It's all overgrown around it, of course. Meals on Wheels. 11 Flying Fish Point Road. HACC, whatever that is. Because the sign's so faded you can't read it properly. But anyway, it's alright. So that's Meals on Wheels if you're wondering where that is. Driveway's here. But here, yeah, not very nice to walk along. Used to be a manhole back there, I forgot to show it. And I mentioned that it had a big hole in the manhole. It was like a sewer one. It's a big thick thing. I let them know on Snapchat. So I'll come along a couple of weeks later and it was just they just put a road base and stuff over it like this and made an actual road over. Instead of putting in a new instead of putting in a new manhole cover, they just put this sort of stuff over it and sealed it with the road over it. So anyway, I might go for a second and just blow my nose. I desperately need to. There's the stairs, and I'll be back. Okay, well hopefully that's made a difference. Less sniffling and that. But anyway, we'll continue along. Yeah, it'd be nice if they pathwayed it. Made this a lot nicer along here. Like they planned. There's often people fishing under here too, so you never know who is going to be under here. Some people harmless, real nice, friendly when you talk to them. Others, yeah. So wouldn't go like a bull in a china shop around here, just in case. Bit of a pathway here to the community gardens, which keeps getting trashed, sadly. I don't know why people feel they have to do that sort of stuff, or they have the right to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't walk through there without insect repellent on. I've made that mistake before. Anyway, there's underneath the Dalrymple Bridge. Yeah, it's all people have been drinking under here. There's all crap under here. Sadly, oh, I don't know on Snap sense of like a dead pig or something under there. Ugh. I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be. I don't think it's a dead dog. It's a wild pig. That's horrible. under the Geraldton Bridge. Ugh. Yeah, always report this sort of stuff. Rubbish everywhere. Yeah, it looks like a wild boar or something. I'm not going to show it in video, of course. People's graffiti. And that, yeah, it's terrible. Ugh, but anyway. So, yeah, it's sad to see how people just dump crap here. Wouldn't hurt to have decent lighting and people patrol through here and have rubbish bins. I know people have found syringes and stuff along here, so you gotta be careful. Always wear shoes. Anywhere, really. I don't know why people don't. Yeah, my doctor mentioned it the other day. I was talking about my new shoes with my foot problems and stuff. He's like, yeah, I don't know how anyone walks along without shoes on. You never know what you're gonna stand on. Old nails and glass and all that sort of stuff. But people do it. People let their kids do it. And that. And then they complain when they get hurt. But anyway, we'll continue along the Dalrymple Esplanade as we're doing now. We'll go down to the end of the Newell part and then we'll turn back. I'm not going to go all the way down past the old Gavin Institute. I'm not going to go that far. If you know, you know. That's a reference that people that know me properly would know. A couple of people would anyway. That's back towards where we were before, where the coffee club and that used to be, where I was showing those high-rise building and that. Be nice to see some more nice rental places, even where that old fishing and tackle place used to be, where I showed the signage. Be great. See something nice. And that would be amazing. Anyway, we'll continue along here. Yeah, this is quite nice along here. Where the old pathway used to be was right up against these, where that fence is there, that concrete fence. Oh, try not to show this person too much, but there's she beautiful Fitzgerald Esplanade along there. That's nice. Now I'll show the other side, away from home for privacy. Didn't have to look grumpy. I was good enough to show the other way and not to show her as much. So I should show people walking along here, you know, getting some use out of it and that, but you know, people's privacy. People say, oh, how come you don't show people in your videos? It's a lot of people get upset. Well, did you get permission of this person to... So I've seen other people do it on videos. Did you get permission off so-and-so to get photos of that or videos of this person and that person, all this stuff, and they get really upset over it. It's just not worth it. A lady with 2 children here, so I'm gonna... It might have been more than that. Show the other way. People's privacy. Yeah, it's the right thing to do anyway. It's madness. Good morning. Always have the respect. Just friendly. Say good morning. I should have warned her about that pig down there. So the kids didn't see it if they went around under the bridge. Ugh. Oh, it's down near the water, but still, you know. I noticed it, but I'm the sort of person that notices a lot of things because I'm looking for things to take photos of and videos of and changes and all that. I'm always looking. Anyway. It's nice when people are actually friendly. Don't give you weird looks. So you can see that I turned the camera away.
5 kilometers completed. Duration 1 hour 7 minutes 22 seconds. 7,041 steps. Heart rate 126 beats per minute.
The Pee-wee. Hello, Pee-wee. They're quite friendly when they're not nesting. Same with little wagtails. There's your picturesque Johnston River. Where someone would have had a mooring back in the day. You can see it, or they would have. Got a couple of photos. Got it. Get it, got it good. Okay. Okay, let's continue along the Dalrymple Esplanade. Over Villeta's Estate, Innisfail Estate, whatever you want to call it. It's called both, because Villeta's farm used to be here. There was other farms too. Back in the day, there used to be a ferry to come across here. It was Tierney's farm, that's why there's Tierney Street over here. So we're just going to go up to where there's little bridges, that's where the newer part finishes, and then we'll turn back. Lucky I put some burn cream on today, sometimes I forget. I don't mean to. Just want to get out before it rains or whatever. But yeah, no, it's still a beautiful sunny day. I don't see a cloud in the sky. And you look at the way yesterday was, it was all drab and overcast and horrible and rain here and there. Anyway, we're getting closer up to this little bridge here, where we're going to stop and turn back. So I've shown all the other part multiple times. Big shout out to everyone who comments, likes, shares, subscribes, does all that stuff. Much appreciated. Especially the main person who comments, David. I appreciate it. Does help the channel out, and it's good to engage. And then be able to talk to people. And that. Which is Johnston River through to the Jubilee Bridge. And I can see the water tower, but I don't know if the video is showing it. It's hard to, the camera's showing it. Just the angles and that. Just through the trees and that. Anyway, continuing along here, some beautiful gardens and places along here on the other side to my left, but you can't show them for privacy. Be good if you're allowed to, and that, just to showcase it. How nice it is along here. Be nice if there was more shade. and places to sit that don't have green ants. That's usually the thing along here. And it's often slush to walk across when it's been raining to the tables and chairs and that, which I forgot to show earlier, but I'll show them on the way through. On the way back, see what this bridge is here. That's the final part of the newer area. But actually they redid the whole thing and made it wider and that. Put the tables and chairs closer. Not too close, because then if you get unsavoury types hanging around at the tables, you can still walk past. And put the lighting closer would be great too. There's the Infrastructure Investment Program Stimulus, supporting your community, infrastructure.gov.au, Cassowary Coast Regional Council. Yeah, this thing tends to flood through here, so the bridge with all the holes in it and that. Over the drain. Anyway, we'll head back. Probably finish the video over the other side of the Geraldton Bridge. Is that a dog? I know there's a child there, but it might be a dog. It might be a cat. It's hard to tell from the same angle, but anyway, in the yard. It might be a cat. A big cat. Yeah, just the way its head's moving, looks like a cat. Anyway, there's the Johnston River through there, across to the Esplanade. Very nice. You can see how nice it is along here. The birds and that. But once I walk along here and not hearing a dog barking. Do I speak too soon? Probably. Be nice if they put a pathway down there and put a little viewing sort of platform. Yeah, to be able to, like they did over near the town pool across from there. Little viewing platform. Like a bridge going from here, or like a pathway thing to a thing coming out there. That'd be awesome. And then just clear away some of the low-lying tree stuff there. A pontoon type of thing where you can go. Sort of like they've got over at Thingo as well. Yeah. Over at Innisfail there on gee, I can't even think of the name. At the moment I've walked down there so many times and recorded video. Can't think of everything. Oh, it'll come to me eventually. The Corso, yeah. Right, I thought of it. Yeah, the Corso. I was about to look up Google Maps and then I remembered before I got to it. Yeah, the Corso. Over there they've got that little thing. But don't have it as secret-y hideaway sort of thing where drunk people would hang out. Have it real open where people can see when they walk towards it, if there's anyone sitting on there. Even the same idea as that would be great. Just not as, yeah, not as secluded looking. But safer for average everyday people to come have a look. But anyway, we'll continue along the Dalrymple Esplanade. So glad they put in this pathway. Be nice if there was a lot more. I'd love to see one from the Innisfail State College. As wide as this, all the way out. Oh, as wide as they can do, all the way out to the coconuts. And then a new one from the coconuts to Flying Fish, where the mangroves and that are. Along there, a nicer one would be good. Done a weird angle. I know why they do it, because of the, whatchamacallit, due to the, due to the floods and that and the tide and that. There is a kookaburra on that sign. I'm just going to try and get a photo of that kookaburra and put it on the end of the video if it works. It's clear enough. Where is it? Yeah, on that sign, or whatever it is, where I showed before where the power line was hanging out. I don't know if you can see it. I'll go past as slow as I can. Zoom in. On top of that structure there's a kookaburra. I'll try our best to show it. Hello kookaburra. Some of them are friendly. They're not fazed by people, some of them. Now I'm close to us, so I can get a photo. Better photo. It's a bit clearer. Yeah, there you go. You can see why I don't zoom in too often on the camera, because of the picture quality goes. Anyway, let's continue along. There's seating over there, but it's really like run down, not looked after. Wooden seating under that. Then you got the seating here. It'd be nice if there was a pathway across to it at least. If they're not going to move them closer, have a pathway across so when it's a bit wet, you're not walking through slush to get over to it. That would be amazing. The council could do that, and then across to the park there, another pathway. Because where that blue pole is there with the bubbler on it, like the drinking fountain thing, it's where the pathway used to be, the main path, back in the day. You can probably see it. We'll walk across and have a look. See here, table and that. Standard local council thing. Oh, a butterfly moth. Come out of nowhere. Hopefully you can see it. It's about there. Pretty well camouflaged though, but you can see where the old pathway was here. A bit worn out there. You can see it a bit. So that's where the old pathway was. There's your playground through there. Tapping that. It should have been moved over closer to here, but anyway, there's the new pathway, that's sort of the distance. You get an idea of where it was in conjunction to the new one. Sometimes you got really nice tree canopy. There's further down from where I stopped and turned back, there's some really nice tree canopies. Certain times of the year there's like birds galore in the trees, really nice. I should cut in the corner. But anyway, be nice if they put markings on here for left and right, like room for people walking, people riding. Not that I'm riding on one side, walking on the other, or whatever. But anyway, is that bothered? This is good. Maybe I should look the other way. Huh. I think the camera's facing the river. But anyway, 6 kilometres. So it means by the time I get home, unless I do some more video, probably about 11 kilometres. Just getting some stuff off the pathway. Twigs and that are a bit thick. Because it's nice, if it was all linked up properly, you could go up over the bridge and down and around, down the Esplanade all the way down. If there was a better way of linking it from the Jubilee Bridge, sort of there, to McGowan Drive, would be good. Back where we just came from. Yeah, along there. So it's just a really nice pathway to go all the way. And because they encourage you to go down like over the bridge, over Jubilee Bridge and around down Coronation Drive, all the way along there to the Centenary Bridge and across, and then down River Avenue, which I've done that in videos multiple times. So you can see that. If you just look up Coronation Drive, Bestestimes Reborn on YouTube, you'll find it. Stuff like that. Where I've done parts of it and all of it and whatever. Yeah. But that pathway before, the old one through here, used to go up there where that witch's hut is, a bit further across towards the places, and then down a couple of stairs and a ramp. There's a ramp on one side, stairs on the other, and then like a rail in between, and then down up here. I do have photos of that on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook in the same location. Album, I think it is. Yeah, beautiful tree canopy here. Always like to show it. And that, and the nice plants along here. Are these staghorns? I never remember the proper name for thing. Oh, yeah, these ones here. Oh, pardon me. Hanging down. These particular ones here. There's a little lizard there, which it had gone before I got the camera down to it. Probably wouldn't have shown up anyway. These plants here used to be really well looked after, and it was beautiful to walk along here because that's where the pathway went down through, like beside it, the ramp and all that I was saying before, the stairs and that. That person's walking over. See what the dead pig is. Yeah. Yeah, well, they shouldn't be walking over to it because it's going to entice crocodiles to come along. Yeah, it's not the smartest. Sorry, I stood back. It's horrible through here. But, good morning. I wonder if it's still there. I know the council wouldn't have come and got it yet, but whether a crocodile's got it. Yeah, it's still there. And there's trolleys. Ugh. Yeah, not the nicest. But anyway, we'll continue along. I might go a little bit down here, detour it. Good exercise. Where I said, yeah, you really need insect repellent, which I don't have at the moment because I wasn't considering walking down here. I was considering doing the Dalrymple Esplanade. That was always the thing I was going to do, but this part, not so much. It's nice to show though. Beautiful tree canopy. Might point the camera straight up soon. Those people have got to leave the rubbish around, which I'm fed up with. Go quiet for a sec so you can hear the birds and that. Sorry about my walking on the leaves sounds. See where they've planted some new trees along here. It's all land care and all that. There used to be public table and chairs here, but they're gone. Sadly, I would have sat there, had a rest. Probably just trying to avoid people loitering in that because they go through the gardens, the community gardens and wreck it. Sadly, they've had fires and different things, people just trashing it. It disgusts me, absolutely disgusts me that people are like that. Yeah, I wish they still had all the security cameras and all that through here too. The Johnston River Community Garden signage there. So you can see that. Oh, it's still here. There's toilets here which are all locked. Yeah, people have graffitied them, of course, outside of it. And people are so unimaginative. It's the same old crap they graffiti on everything. Rude things and that. I don't know. I just don't get it. Why people have to do that. Well, they feel they have the right to do that is part of it too. Because they don't really have the right to do it. Leave things alone. But you can see where the table and chairs and that used to be here. Probably in some of my other videos when I've walked along here, you would have seen it there. Yeah, it'd be nice if the pathway went longer and you could have a really nice walk through down there. That'd be great. Have a few lookout sort of things to the river. Be amazing. Anyway. Let's get a couple of photos while I'm walking along. It's beautiful along here. I'm not getting covered in mosquitoes yet. But you know how it goes, speak too soon. These photos will end up on the end of the video if they worked. Oh, 99% of the time they do, it's just, yeah, sometimes lighting issues. Makes it a bit harder. Beautiful tree canopy, of course I like to show. But now I'm getting photos of it as well as video. Just send a few of the photos to a friend of mine who always appreciates it. Appreciates all the photos. Back where we just came from. Been forgetting to do that lately. It's always good to show back, see a bit more detail. But yeah, I wish people would just stop coming along and trashing places. And don't loiter in places like this too, so when people who are doing the right thing come along, they don't get harassed by people drinking and all that. It's easy to say stay at home and drink, but then the neighbours where you live have to put up with it. I know that from experience of neighbours like that. So, you know, what do? Just not do it. Not drink. But anyway, let's get a couple more photos while we're here. A couple of wide angle, a couple of zoomy zoom ones. There's your Centenary Bridge. Geraldton Bridge, sorry. Centenary. Geraldton. Continuing along. Hopefully the council comes and cleans that up soon. Yeah, they need to get some really strong, good quality security cameras in these locations, in strategic spots. I know as Big Brother is watching you, stuff that people go on about, but safety wise and just things getting trashed and that, it's worth having in certain spots where that sort of stuff happens regularly. I might have to go up these stairs this time. I don't really feel like walking all the way along. It's starting to get quite warm. Starting to feel it. And I wish they'd put a part to here, a concrete part, because there's a bit of a drop there. When the weeds are really high, you don't notice the drop there, and then dunk. Yeah. When it's like that, it's fine. But even for people with mobility issues, it's a hassle. This railing's not exactly nice to touch. But I'm not snobby or anything like that. But it needs to be repainted. Anyway, where's he on up here? It's away at the Flying Fish direction. Back up near Flying Fish Point Road. Keep moseying along. Straight the camera. Oh, sounds like a dog. Oh, it's in the back of the ute. I was going to say, I'm going to tell a dog with this chappy up here. No. Oh well, while we're coming towards him, we'll show towards the road part so you can see that, because before we were showing towards the river. So we'll show away from him for privacy, respect and all that, like we always do. If you ever start doing any videos like this, always show respect for people. Don't go right in their face, or, you know. Morning. Always, you always have manners and respect. Don't show kids. Well, you know, the usual common sense. Well, to me, they're common sense things. Fitzgerald, Esplanade and all that, with the boats and all that down there. No, when people say they're going down the Esplanade, they mean down there. Down that way. Where the chip van is and all that. Which apparently is not open very often lately. At the time of recording this anyway. I've been told that by a few people. There's a way towards Paul Street and all that. Along there. Nice breeze actually, it's actually quite cool. There's a chill to it, a slight chill to it. I like that. Better than being all sweaty. Someone coming behind. I sound like there was someone coming behind, but nah. I like to move out of the way just in case someone's trying to come past or jog past, whatever. Still coming past, of course. It's a hospital straight ahead. Innisfail District Hospital. You can see the A-frame through there. The old Anglican church. Anglican? Yeah. Nice track. Well, that was, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not too sure. I get mixed up now. But anyway, this hour of the day. Oh well. Something different. We'll walk up Rankin Street and you can see it. Give you a look-see. And then we'll finish the video up the top near the Catholic church. We'll cross over here where it's safer too. So we've already shown down that way before. We went down the Campbell Street, Anthony Street, Paul Street sort of way, down that way. But we're going to go down here. We'll go up Emily Street and then around into Rankin Street. So I'm going to go left up here. Yeah, that A-frame building was Hensler Realty for a while. It was a B&B after that, an Airbnb for a while. Don't know if anyone's bought it since. It was up for sale last time I went past the old church. We'll see what church it was, because they've got the park outside, which I hope it becomes, or if it's not already, heritage listed, and be able to preserve that plaque and that on there, or if it gets taken down, get donated to the History Museum. Hopefully stuff like that, they do that for the History Museum. Oh, they've closed off down where I was before, down near the tennis courts, where I was trying to show. So the workers might have gone, or they just closed it off when they're in there. Don't know. But yeah, there's your Innisfail State School. Used to be more known as Central State School. Down there, where that sort of dome-shaped building is, and further up. That's their like multi-purpose room. I'm glad a lot of these schools got that. Like East Innisfail's got one, this one's got one. Gundy's got one, Gundy State School. That type of thing. They were worth having, but I don't know about the other schools having them. Probably do. Innisfail Hospital, the stone was laid on 8th of November 1984 by the Honourable Brian Austin, DIPCEMIEA, Aust, MLAN, Minister for Health. There you go. I'll get a photo of that. You never know. One day it may not be here. A couple of photos and we'll put them on the end. You might be able to read it. And that, pause to read if you can. C. Gamaliel's written on there. What are the names? H.G. Collins, I wonder if that's Herb Collins. Dr. W.N. Markwell, Dr. Bill Markwell. William, MBBS. A.C. Nolan, SM Chairman. Members of the board, that is. Mrs. J.R. Balmadre. I've heard that last name before. Dr. D.D. Ranke, yeah, Dr. Ranke. Ah, these names. Some of them I recognise, some of them I don't. Well, go up closer so you can pause and read if it's possible. It's very hard to read. It's cool that it's still here though. Dr. J. Fitzgerald, yep, remember that name. It's pretty cool. Hopefully that keeps getting preserved. Anyway, there's your A-frame building up here. We'll go across. Well, right. That's what I said. The name of it and that. Did I say St. Albans? I might have. Yeah. Ambulance entry only at the hospital. But coming up on the emergency part, the main entrance for people. That's emergencies only. I mean, ambulances only. So the average Joe Blow can't go through there. You go up here. Well, St. John's Community Care across there, which is a activity of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of Australia. There you go. I've forgotten that it was a Greek Orthodox thing. That's great. Good to see. But there's your main entrance to the hospital, the emergency part and that. Patient parking and all that. The Telstra phone, public phone. For sale, still got for sale on it. Across here. Oh, once we get up closer, we'll go across. So I want to show it in all its glory across to it. Yeah, it's quite steep here. See the Catholic Church down there. Yeah, you usually just know the name of this, no worries at all, but yeah. Sometimes you get a little worn out and can't think straight, get a bit doolally. St. Andrew's Presbyterian. Yeah, Presbyterian, that's what I said. Presbyterian. St. Andrew's Presbyterian Memorial Church. Would have been nice if it had stayed as a church, but erected to the glory of God and in memory of Australian servicemen and women who paid the supreme sacrifice in the service to their country. Sorry, I'm out of breath, but this memorial tablet was unveiled by the Reverend A.L. McKay, B.A.B.D. Moderator, Presbytery of Carpinteria, 4th of November 1961. There you go. I'll get a photo of that so we can see it up closer, so you can read it for yourself. It's good to see that the sign's still there. And it's cleaner than it was last time I was here too. There's the for sale sign. Oh, I'd love to actually get to go inside it. It'd be phenomenal. I know Hensler had it. I went in the foyer part when Hensler had it. I did with my mum, she had to do something there. Glad they preserved that cross with the stained glass, the burning bush on it. Hopefully that shows up in video. I'll get a close-up photo of it zoomed in once I've got down to the bottom of this. See if I can get that. Yeah, got it. As best as I can anyway. I'll go up to where Dr. Tuttle used to have his surgery in that. Is it Fletcher House? Oh, I forget what they call it. No, Sherwood House. Fletcher House is in Cairns, Fletcher House, whatever it's called. Yeah. That's how it goes when you get worn out. Yeah. Of course I wouldn't want to go up there. So I've been trashed by people and that. This is where I used to go up to go into the medical centre. Maybe the Sherwood House sign's still there. It was up the pathway around here with the accessibility part for wheelchair people and that. Last time I come along it was still there. Dr. Alan Maroof Corner. It should have Dr. Tuttle's name there as well, should be mentioned. But he was to do with Narada T and that. Pause to read. I've taken many photos of this, I'm not going to today. But we're going to show the Sherwood Medical Centre signage up here. It's pretty steep here. The old surgery sign there. It's sad to see this all trashed. It should have been turned back into a house. Get the Sherwood Medical House Practice sign while it's still here. Sure, thousands and thousands of people came here over the years. We'll try and get a oh, pardon me, the smell up here. Surgery sign. We'll just show. We're not going to go in because that's, you know, I think there's people. Last time I come along here, there's people there, like homeless people. There's someone's car there. Yeah. Oh, pigeon struggling to stay up there and sliding down the roof a bit. Yeah, this is all history here. I don't know how long Tuttle was here. Interesting to know. There's a cat. It'd be interesting to know how long Tuttle was here. Yeah, it sounds like the TV or something playing in there, or music or something. Well, I'm not going to go any further. So I wanted to show the signage further down at the driveway, but someone might have bought it. The place living there. Oh, it'd be good to see it all fixed up, done up and everything. Yeah, Sherwood Medical Centre. Wonder why Sherwood of all the names. Makes you think. Show the view over here. As well, last time I come along here, I was trying to do video. It rained, so I had to stop. I got to about here and I was like, I'm gonna stop. There's a good council school, college through there. They still got the Sherwood sign there. Bulk billing available and all that. I'm gonna just get a quick photo of that. Just there, and down Alice Street. See what the cross is. That's the Cook Council College. See up the Palmerston and all that. I can see Reese Plumbing from here. Wow. Yeah, I can see Reese Plumbing. Super cheap auto. But anyway, we'll keep going. People's privacy and all. Like we always say, always good. Take notice. Go across here, pardon me. Sorry about any sniffling, I have tried my best. I'm getting low road battery anyway, so there's only so much we can do. I do have another battery to put in, but I think it's time to just go home, have a rest. That's the Anglican church, yeah, Anglican there. St Albans Anglican. Oh, memory. Under contract this here, where the St Albans Hall used to be. Yeah. See the beautiful Johnson River through there? That's a good view for a photo, or 3 or 4. It's hard because the camera likes to overheat the phone for taking the photos. I think this is starting to the video camera side of it, so only do what we can. Coming up on Good Counsel Primary School. Up here to my right. All these houses are just phenomenal. You can't really show them due to privacy. So whatever shows, when I'm facing straight ahead, shows. Well, that's a horrible noise. Revving up an engine. Sounds like a boat motor. Anyway, there's your Good Counsel Primary School. I got fairly trashed in, what's someone call it? It's like no Larry. Morning. Backpackers retreat. Across there. Oh, yeah. Very hot and sweaty now. Ready to just go home, relax, and edit, and do all the stuff that I always have to do, which I find relaxing anyway, so continue on. Mother of Good Counsel Catholic School. Catholic Church, I mean. Mother of Good Counsel Catholic Church. I'm sure they're having a service now because there's a few people around. People coming to it, so it's good to see. We'll shot across the road. Good morning. Always out of respect. Good morning. Gave me a wave and a nod. Appreciate manners. Big time. Might actually go to Larson's News Agency and get my drink. I usually wait until I get down the metro because they have the bigger cans of Pepsi for $2.50 at the moment. At the time of recording this. Every now and then they have them on special. There's like a musty smell right here. But anyway, some nice flowers. I always like to show the flowers because they're nice and because often either stuff happens to them or the council gets rid of them or something, which is still something happening to them. I like these flowers here. See, get a photo of it, and then I'll show you in video. These here. Yeah, they're nice. And then there's flowers here as well. My shadow's in the way, which makes it hard to show it properly. Some nice, very Innisfail type flowers. I like that. It's nice. It's really nice. Anyway, we'll go up to Larson's and I'll finish the video just up there. Oh. Morning. Queen's Hotel. This used to be all cane growers. It's not anymore. We've got senior helpers, MODA, property management, and the Findex Innisfail, and Queensland Country Bank. Back to the Catholic Church. So this might have to be part 1, part 2, part 3 of this video because it's just too long for the editing program to handle. There's a Tesla across in the middle there. That's a nice Tesla. I wonder what kind that is. Looks fairly new model. Might be a Model X Plaid. Not too sure. But anyway, the Queen's Hotel's up for lease. Restaurant pub opportunity, and then this one here, we'll show it, is at the time of recording this, they're marketing this as retail shop opportunity. I saw a guy down the side fixing up some plaster and all that one day when I come through doing video. Yeah, beeping. Anyway, this is Rankin Street. I didn't mention that before, but the Catholic Church and all, the hospital and all that in. The A-frame, all that. So, yeah, this is very popular down here. Support people having a feed in the morning. But you know, lots of allergies. I probably go there myself. Try it. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's Bestestimes keeping memories alive for us to future generations to see. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. There's also a super thanks button provided by YouTube. Also other links, other videos, and there's old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Stay safe, stay cool, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Many years have gone now since the people came, cleared the land and plowed it, planted sugar cane. They cleared it all by hand then, not like we do now, with broad blade axe and muscle, and horse and yoke and plow. And they made a town, they made it on a bend of a river, and they called it Innisfail. Yes, they called it Innisfail. Then their sons and grandsons, men from other lands, followed their tradition, cleared further this expanse, and the people intermingled their blood and song and dance, and from their many cultures our own they did enhance. And they made a town, they made it on a bend of a river, and they called it Innisfail. Yes, they called it Innisfail. In such numbers now, machines have now replaced them, the knife, the horse, the plow. But still we're moving forward, we heed a thought for them. The festival we celebrate, the women and the men.